Hello there, I'm Barbara Serra. These are the top stories on Al Jazeera. Dozens of people have been killed in Egypt during widespread clashes between security forces and protesters. More than 200 are wounded. There was violence after thousands of military supporters filled Cairo's streets to mark the 40th anniversary of the 1973 Arab-Israeli War. Many anti-coup protesters tried to approach Tahrir Square, but were met with tear gas and live ammunition from troops. Our correspondent in Cairo, who we're not naming for their own security, has more for us.
We were seeing hundreds of people turning out, and three different marches really trying to converge on Tahrir Square. One to the east, we were seeing a Cafe Al-Ain, a protest march there, another to the south in Dohi in Giza, and another in Ramsar Square coming down from the north. All these three marches were met with tear gas as they got closer to Tahrir Square, with the security forces trying to drive them back.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry has warned al-Qaeda that they can run, but they can't hide after U.S. raids in Libya and Somalia. The Libyan operation resulted in the capture of an al-Qaeda operative wanted for 15 years over U.S. embassy bombings in Kenya and Tanzania. Al Jazeera's Jean Meserve is in Washington, D.C.
The administration has called al-Libi one of the world's most wanted terrorists, and they are very glad to have him in custody. A Pentagon spokesman says that he is being lawfully detained under military law at an undisclosed location outside of Libya. There isn't much that Republicans and Democrats are agreeing on in Washington these days, but several Republican lawmakers did speak out today congratulating the military and the intelligence apparatus for bringing him into custody and encouraging the administration to interrogate him to elicit as much information as they can about the al-Qaeda network.
Rescue workers have found more bodies in the wreckage of a boat which sank off the Italian coast with hundreds of migrants aboard. The remains of almost 200 victims have now been recovered after the packed vessel sank near the island of Lampedusa. 155 migrants survived the tragedy, which happened as they traveled from North Africa. Lots more on that and all the other stories that we're covering here on Al Jazeera on our website, the address aljazeera.com. If you want to watch us live, then just click the Watch Live icon. Well, those were the headlines on Al Jazeera, and that's all from me, Barbara Serra. Bye-bye.